Colonels in the North Delta Green Wave. The captain is getting set to meet at midfield. Your captains tonight for North Delta: number 10, Will Kidder; number 76, Joseph Cox; number 42, John Hager-Lewis; and number 47, Drew McCool. We gave you the Colonel captains earlier. We'll run them down one more time for you. Ben Van Cleve, Seth Travis, Mitchell Pitts, and Sherman Timms. Colonels in their all-home royal blues. North Delta in their white tops with dark green letters and numbers, white pants, dark green helmet with the white numbers. It kind of got the Alabama look with the helmets there. I like that.
Yeah, it does look sharp. You know, in years past, Watson, this team here, we've always had a little trouble noticing their numbers. They've always had some crazy jerseys, especially at home. Their jersey combinations were, I think one year they had black tops with maybe dark green letters or vice versa. It's real tough always to read their numbers here. Nonetheless, we get them in Indianola tonight, so they'll be in their away jerseys, like you mentioned, and those green letters standing out on that white.
Still got a few minutes left before kickoff here. Well, we've got a couple of minutes to kill. Tough weekend for the state of Mississippi in college football last week, huh?
The entire state. Goodness, it was rough.
Some good games coming up this weekend. Ole Miss hosting Georgia. Mississippi State out of conference. They're taking a little road trip up to UMass.
Yeah, I don't know where our AD scheduler was on that one, but it's going to be an interesting game there. And I would definitely, I had the dream road trip for a fan of football. Last night, the Patriots played in Gillette Stadium, have all night tonight to go to a Red Sox game at Fenway, and then tomorrow catch UMass. I wonder how many fans did that are Mississippi State fans, because that would be my ultimate road trip. Now, I thought about doing that. However, my wife's birthday following I don't think she would have really enjoyed that trip as much as I would have. So, and the trip needed to be about her, not me. So anyway,
always an excuse. The Colonels won the toss. They deferred their option to the second half. North Delta will receive, and the Green Wave take the field. They brought a nice crowd from Batesville there across the way. In their green and white, Colonels getting set to take the field. A nice spirit line formed down on Legion Field for the IA Colonels. What a beautiful night for football here in the Mississippi Delta. The Colonels 5-0, North Delta Green Wave 2-3. We're just about 2 minutes away from kickoff.
I got a question for you. Are any of the Rebel fans going to wake up at 11 a.m. for the kickoff? I'm going to tell you from firsthand experience, it's tough getting up that morning, early in the morning, and staying focused in the entire four quarters, as Mississippi State hosted South Alabama several weeks back and could not remain focused and lost it and could not execute at the end there.
Certainly will be a different Grove atmosphere for an 11 a.m. kickoff than, say, 2:30 or perhaps even a night game. Going to be interesting to see how the Rebels respond to the loss last week to Alabama. Another big game with Georgia in town. If the Rebels want to keep their high postseason hopes alive, got to get the win tomorrow and got to do it early in the morning.
It's just not an easy schedule for the Rebels. They got a tough one there, and they got a great team. They just got to, finish up four quarters. Right now, they're the best team in the nation for the first two quarters of the year.
We're getting set for the opening prayer and national anthem here from Legion Field. We're going to step aside, take a break, and we'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
I'm Greg Bills from Bills Body Shop in Rubel, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel Football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy, located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's, with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn, and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East, Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola can help you get to a better state, because he'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy. Get to a better state with State Farm.
Just about ready for kickoff here from Legion Field. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you. The IA Colonels and the North Delta Green Wave about to lock heads here in a District 1 AAA matchup. The Colonels won the toss, deferred their option to the second half. They will be kicking away. Will Lang will tee it up at the 40. Colonels will be kicking right to left. The Green Wave will be moving left to right here in the first quarter as we get ready for some high school football. Again, what a picture-perfect night here in Indianola. If you're in the area, come on out and join us. Should be a great night of football. The Green Wave will send back number 3, Caleb Joyner, deep to return the kick, along with number 12, Christopher Williamson. Quarterback for North Delta, Will Kidder. And as our statistician, Kurt Owen, mentioned when he first came up here, we've been hearing that name at North Delta, seems like for years and years and years. What a great athlete Will Kidder is. He hurt us a lot in the first half last year. Colonels made some halftime adjustments, kept him under wraps in the second half. We're going to have to watch out for the Green Wave quarterback Kidder here tonight. As Lane gets set to approach the tee, crowd continues to build here at Legion Field. As Lang puts the toe to the ball, we are underway. It's a low line drive kick going to be taken by Joyner at the 10. Sets up the return straight ahead and going to be wrestled down just across the 20-yard line. Colonels do a nice job getting downfield. Wesley Lester among the first to get to him. Jim Holland down there as well. I heard an interesting story about your brother-in-law, Wesley Lester. Will Lang made the comment the other day that here in the last few weeks, Lester's built such a reputation for flying down the field and striking somebody on the kickoff team. Lang says, sometimes I get out of my lane because I catch myself just watching Wesley go downfield. Quite a compliment there for the sophomore Lester.
He is a wedge buster for sure.
So the Green Wave have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Quarterback Kidder will open out of the gun. And he'll turn and hand off to number 7, who is wrapped up in the backfield. Ball comes loose. Jack Dodd was back there to make contact. North Delta has recovered. Jones Montgomery, the ball carrier, but the jackhammer back there to blow that one up. It'll be a loss for the Green Wave.
I couldn't tell what offensive lineman swept back there to pick that thing up for North Delta, but you're exactly right, Watson. Indianola Academy defense just really stifling over there right now, getting to the ball and smothering North Delta with authority.
Loss of 6 to the 16. 2nd and 16 coming up for the Green Wave. Kidder will work out of the gun, rolls to his right, looking to pass. Fires over the middle. It's intercepted by William Barrier. Returns it to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Colonels. You couldn't ask for a better start. The second interception return for a touchdown of the season for the junior William Barrier. And the Colonels have the early 6-0 lead with 11:05 to play in the first quarter.
I'm not going to lie, folks. Number 40, Luke Daniels, just nestled out there in the open flats there. He was wide open, and Barrier, just watching the quarterback, Kidder's eyes, read him all the way across the field, had to come around from about 5 yards. I didn't think he was going to get to him. Boom, stepped right in front of him there and just caught that ball in stride, watched it in his hands there, and was able to return it for a pick 6.
About a 20-yard return there. I'll have to go back and watch the film, get the exact yardage, but around a 20-yard return there for Barrier. Will Lang on for the extra point. The kick is up and good, and the Colonels out of the chute lead at 7-0 over North Delta. 11:05 to go in the first quarter. Let's keep it here. First 2 plays for the Green Wave. You go -6 and a pick 6. Not the way you want to start a road trip in district play.
Man, you thought long and hard about that, didn't you?
I did.
You're exactly right, Watson. Man, that was just a great way to start off this game here with some intensity. I'm glad some coaches got in up under the skins of some of these guys, boys in blue here, because these guys, like I said in pregame, were just not looking that crisp, and these guys came out with authority. Defense setting the tone of the game as they always do, and these guys came out rumbling and ready to roll.
Pointer and Williamson will go back again to take the Gibson lane. Williamson with his second interception return for a touchdown of the season. He had one in week 1 against Manchester. Gets one here in the opening minute. Tonight at home against North Delta, and the Colonels on top 7-0.
A lot of fans still coming into the game here.
Bill Alford has the music cranked up down on the track. Atmosphere rocking here at Legion Field as Lang set to kick it away for the second time tonight. Approaches the tee, this time a high end-over-end kick. Joyner going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. Green Wave will start this drive at their own 20. They look for better results. Their opening series.
Yeah, North Delta's coach over there is definitely thinking the exact same thing that you just mentioned there, Watson. Or it's going to be a long night for North Delta Green Wave.
Kidder, it appears, will work from the gun once again. We'll have Montgomery in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right on 1st and 10 from the North Delta 20. Colonels with a 3-man front, walk up the linebacker, showing blitz. Now they'll back away. Kidder takes a snap, rolls to his left this time, looking to pass. Sets up, lost it downfield, and throws incomplete. Was trying to hit Joyner along the Green Wave sideline. Mitchell Pitts had the coverage. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
We do have a winner for that Sookie's restaurant gift card there. Philip Dawson was the winner there. And just want to say congratulations. Glad he's listening out there.
Glad Philip remembered that touchdown happened so fast. Forgot to mention it. Colonel touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sookie's Restaurant and Catering. Congratulations to Philip Dawson, our Sookie's touchdown winner tonight. 2nd and 10 for the Green Wave from their own 20. IA leading 7-0 with 10:57 to go in the first quarter. Joyner comes in motion to the backfield. Kidder going to hand it off to Montgomery, and he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. He might lose one. Mitchell Pitts in there. I beg your pardon. The 28, Lester.
53, Stuart Nichols. 33, Sherman Timms. I couldn't tell who else. It was several defensive guys there. No Lester's on the sideline. So
yeah, I was thinking I saw a 20-something in there. Several Colonels getting in the backfield. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Green Wave.
It's always good when they confuse you. That means they are close to the ball there.
Kidder from the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. In trouble, Stephon Smith giving chase. Kidder gets away. Not going to loft it downfield and overshoots intended receiver. Tyler Holland was trying to hit him around midfield. Gray Odom and William Barrier had the coverage. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 11. North Delta will have to punt it away.
Stephon Smith, number 3, the linebacker there for the Colonels, giving good chase there on Kidder. Just kind of forcing him to roll out of that pocket there and getting an uncomfortable situation, and just could not make a nice pass there.
Kidder will be, it's tough to write it down. Well, actually, North Delta appears to be going for it. Let's see a pooch punt here from Kidder. He'll roll to his right, little rugby kick. That's what they'll do. It's a high end-over-end kick, going to hit it midfield, and will take a roll to the Colonel 48, and that's where the Colonels will have it for the first time tonight offensively. 1st and 10 from their own 48 as they lead North Delta 7-0 with 9:59 to go in the first quarter.
Watson, I was working the concession stand last night for the Indianola Academy Junior High here as they hosted Kent Academy, and a good game there. I think they won 26 or 28-0. Kind of hard to watch the game as you're working down there, but I did see 1 or 2 plays where we had one guy doing punt returns for Indianola Academy and did a real good job of watching the ball and catching and executing. I couldn't see that number, but it looks like we've got a good promising future there.
On 1st down, Will Davis will turn around and pitch it to Sebastian Harris, who is close to a Greenville Motorsports first down. In fact, he has it in Green Wave territory to the 40-yard line, 12-yard pickup for Harris. 1st and 10, Colonels.
Well, just a nice sweep play there on the short side of the field, also to the home side of the field there. Sebastian Harris taking that toss sweep, getting out in the open field and really making some plays happen, executing there. Had some good up-front blocks going on. Also, his wide receivers doing very good, vaulting him into that secondary, getting that much-needed yardage.
1st and 10 from the Green Wave 40. Davis will work out of the gun, has Timms in the backfield. Trip receivers come to the near side. Davis going to call his own number, keep it on the short side of the field, and he's going to have another Greenville Motorsports first down inside the 30. They're going to mark him, see, at the 29, 11-yard pickup for Davis.
Another well-designed quarterback run play there. It was just calling his own number all the way there. They ran trips to the left, put in motion the tight end from the right to the left side of the ball. So they overloaded the left side, the short side of the field there, also the home side again, and got in behind Sherman Timms there and just made a nice running pass.
1st and 10 from the Green Wave 29. Davis will go under center again with trips to the near side. They'll turn, hand off to Sherman Timms, sit at the line of scrimmage, able to fall forward to the 25, 4-yard pickup for Timms. Will bring up 2nd and 6 for just joining us. William Barrier with an interception return for a touchdown on the second play of the game. Colonel's leading North Delta 7-0 with 9:13 to go in the first quarter.
I got to give credit where it's due right there. 15, C.J. Bickerstaff, the defensive end for North Delta, just got in right behind number 5 Ben Van Cleve's pocket and just shot right to the ball and made a nice tackle.
Bolden comes in motion to the near side on 2nd down. Timms takes the handoff around the left side, bounces to the sideline. He's got the first down, still on his feet, runs over 2 Green Wave defenders, and they're going to mark him out. Thought he was going to have the touchdown. They're going to mark Timms out at the 8-yard line. There's your first nomination for the Bills' body collision of the game as he ran over 2 Green Wave defenders on his way to a Greenville Motorsports first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
You're exactly right there, Watson. We're going to have to work on those tiptoe skills. You know, Sherman does a great job with everything else, but his tiptoeing skills are not the best yet. We'll just have to get that as later on as the season progresses.
17-yard pickup, 1st and goal. Davis under center. He'll pitch it left side to Harris. Gets to the 5, puts his head down, working toward the goal line, and he's in there. Touchdown, Colonels. Sebastian Harris takes it in from 8 yards out. And the Colonels go on top of North Delta 13-0 with 8:35 to play in the first quarter. A touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sooky's Restaurant and Catering.
Just a nice hard run there by Sebastian Harris. The tight end sealed the outside. He hooked the defensive end there and was able to work upfield and get some much-needed blocking there. And Sebastian Harris, the last 1 or 2 yards, actually had to break off 2 or 3 would-be tacklers and was able to get into the end zone.
Lang is on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. 14-0 IA in front of North Delta. 8:35 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Accidents do happen, and insurance companies do pay to make it right. But insurance companies don't get to tell you where to take your vehicle for repairs. It's your ride, your call. Make it count. Call Indianola Collision when you want it done right. Stop by 1437 Highway 82 East and let them look it over. Call 887-2000 right away. Call Indianola Collision at 887-2000. Nobody does a better job of making it right. Let the insurance company pay the claim, but you make the call. Indianola Collision.
Looking for John Deere tractors that were born for your workday and built for your budget?
Find them the Wade way.
Get a John Deere 5E Series tractor for 0% for 84 months and save like never before. These larger-than-life tractors feature turbocharged PowerTech engines and no-cost 5-year Power Guard protection plan. Learn more at WadeIncorporated.com. Wade, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909. Offer ends October 31st, 2016, subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. Terms, conditions, exclusions, and warranty limitations apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back. 4 plays, 52 yards on the scoring drive for Indianola Academy. Sebastian Harris takes it in from 8 yards out. Will Lang with the extra point. And the Colonels on top of North Delta 14-0 with 8:35 to go in the first quarter. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field. This District 1 AAA matchup. Lang with a low line drive kick. Going to be taken by Williamson at the 9. Tries to return up the left side, and he's tripped up near the 25-yard line. That's where the Green Wave will have it 1st and 10.
I believe, Watson, he was a victim of self-tackleization there.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, you are. And Indianola Academy has done some kicking with authority, and like you mentioned earlier, Wesley Lester coming out through there just doing some wedge busting and getting up in there. Colonels run their lanes real well, and they take pride, I think, in that kickoff and kicking game there. And Indianola, North Delta was just looking for somewhere to run, and he couldn't get there.
1st and 10, Green Wave from their own 24 is where they mark it. Kidder works out of the gun. He'll pitch it to Joyner, who comes in motion to the right side, tries to stretch to the sideline, and he's brought down from behind by Stephon Smith. He'll lose one to the 23 to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Green Wave.
Well, North Delta just trying anything they can right now to get some kind of positive offense going here, and Indianola Academy just having the answer and remedy for everything that they throw their way. Indianola just stretching the field, the wide side of the field as well there, not letting anybody get wider than them. Stephon Smith doing a good job running them down.
Kidder from the gun on 2nd and 11 will send trip receivers to the far side of the field, one receiver to the near side. Looking to pass, time in the pocket, fires left side, incomplete, was trying to hit Joyner and led him a little too much. There's some pushing and shoving going on downfield. Officials taking care of that. Gray Odom and John Hagel-Lewis got tied up after the play was over. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 11.
I do like North Delta's shirts or jerseys where they got the names on the back of them. That does look pretty sharp there. Don't run across many high school teams that have that.
3rd and 11, Green Wave from their own 23. Trips to the wide side once again for Kidder, who works out of the gun with Montgomery in the backfield. Has a screen pass set up, incomplete, was looking for Joyner again. Boy, they've tried to get Caleb Joyner going here early and just not having any success against this Colonel defense. 4th and 11 coming up for the Green Wave.
Well, Watson, when you can execute and complete those short passes like that, it builds a little confidence in your offense, in your quarterback, and North Delta, unfortunately, just is not able to catch those balls there. Indianola Academy is just screaming to the ball right now. They are doing an excellent job of getting to the ball and making things happen there and making it ugly. It's hard to execute for North Delta right now on offense.
William Barrier back to return the punt. Didn't get a chance on the first Green Wave punt of the night. This one goes through his hands. He's going to pick it up at the 24. Looks for running room right side, a little stutter step at the 35, and returns it close to the Colonel 40 before he's taken down on the far sideline. Colonels will have it 1st and 10 at their own 39.
I knew Barrier is pretty quick and fast there, but he really showed a lot of speed and athleticism there at that time. Just getting a lot of running room there for the Colonels, and on the punt return there, a nice little run by Barrier. He's got to still work on the catching, though. The ball was punted over his head a good 5-10 yards. He did just the best he could trying to go back and show his Willie Mays Hayes style there, but it just didn't work.
1st and 10 Colonels, who lead it 14-0 with 7:20 to go in the first quarter. IA has it at their own 39. Davis looking to pass. Fires left side, nearly intercepted, went through the hands of LJ Mills. Davis was trying to hit Bolden, overthrew him, and Mills had an easy pick right in a breadbasket. Couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, you had two crossing routes run there by your two receivers, 2-4, Kimball and TK Bolden. They couldn't get on the same page. Coach Nestor's talking to him on the sidelines right now, trying to get all that adjusted as he was talking to his quarterback, Davis, as well.
2nd and 10 coming up from the 39. Colonels got off to a quick start. William Barrier with the interception return for a touchdown with second play of the game. And Sebastian Harris with an 8-yard run to get the points on the board for the Colonels. Option left side. Davis pitches to Harris and picks up a few before he's brought down. They're going to mark it at the 44. Give him 5 on the carry. We'll bring up 3rd and 5. Tackle made by Drew McCool.
Option to the left side of the field there where Davis, being the right-hander, is trying to option with his left hand. Threw the ball behind Sebastian. Sebastian did a good athletic job of catching that ball there and was able to turn and get that positive momentum, get you a 3rd down and at least a manageable play, making something out of nothing.
Davis will work out of the gun on 3rd down, looking to pass, has time over the middle, complete to Ben Van Cleve, 1st down and more in Green Wave territory, still on his feet to the 25, to the 20, gets by a man at the 12, runs over one at the 7, and finally brought down at the 4-yard line. Van Cleve fired up. The Colonels haven't targeted the big senior much. He finally caught one there, and he was ready to rumble. 1st and goal, Colonels.
just beautifully run, executed tight end dump there where you run kind of a seam, settle in between your free safety and your linebackers there. Ben Van Cleve found the open hole there. Davis stood proud and tall in that, in the pocket there as his offensive lineman gave him plenty of time to throw there. A lot of time those offensive linemen, their thought process is block low, keep those defensive linemen's hands down. He found Ben Van Cleve over the middle for a big gain.
52 yards on the reception, 1st and goal. Davis looking to pass again. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, now throws over the middle. It's tipped and falls incomplete. Van Cleve got the tip. TK Bolden tried to haul it in near the back edge of the end zone. It falls incomplete. 2nd and goal coming up from the 4.
Yeah, that thing was almost cost twice there. You had 2 receivers in the same area, so it's easy for defensive men to cover your wood-intended receivers there, and the Colonels just tried to roll out there, make some things happen. Davis almost forced that thing in there, and Indianola Academy faced with a 2nd down.
And we've got a timeout on the field. 2nd and goal for the Colonels, who lead it 14-0 over the Green Wave with 6:01 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
2nd and goal from the 4. Harris goes in motion. It'll be Mitchell Pitts who takes the handoff around the left side, puts his head down at the 1, and he's going to be taken out of bounds. A 3-yard pickup for Pitts. Colonels will have it 3rd and goal from the 1. IA-14, North Delta nothing with 5:53 to go in the first quarter.
Well, they just faked the dive to the right side with Sherman Timms, hoping that North Delta defenders would key on Timms. Everybody just stayed at home there that time. Stretched the field wide, and Pitts could not get to the outside and execute that touchdown there. And, they're going to be faced with a 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 1. Sounds like a recipe for some Sherman Timms. It will be the big fellow with the handoff, and he goes in untouched. Touchdown, Colonel. Sherman Timms takes it in from 1 yard out. 20-0. IA on top with 5:45 to go in the first quarter. That touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sooky's Restaurant and Catering.
Well, just some good blocking up front there as our offensive right guard, I believe that was Schieffer Phillips, crashed down on the nose guard and fell off onto the middle linebacker there and did a great job of blocking up front, really opened that hole there for Indianola Academy runner Sherman Timms, and Timms doing all the rest of the work, just tiptoeing into the end zone.
Will Lang on for the extra point, and it's a low kick, but good. We're not sure if the hold was bad or Lang just missed it, but still counts. Extra point is good. Colonel's on top 21-0.
Yeah, just a good job of executing here by Indianola Academy. Glad they were staying focused or are staying focused here and just doing their job and doing what they're expected to do here. Not taking this game lightly like we kind of expected, watching the pregame warm-ups there and showing a totally different side from what they warmed up, and that's great. That's what you want to see out of them, and that's what these fans came out here to see tonight.
6 plays, 61 yards on the scoring drive. A quick score update. We talked about the game over in District 2 that could decide that district winner as far as MAIS AAA play goes. Heritage at Starkville. They are late in the first quarter, tied at 7. Here are the Colonels on top of North Delta, 21-0. The Green Wave have not been able to get anything going offensively. In fact, they've yet to pick up positive yardage here in the first quarter. Lang set to kick it away from the 40. Joyner and Williamson back deep to return. kick going to take Joyner back to the goal line. He'll let it go through the end zone for a touchback. North Delta will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20.
I think he's just letting that ball fall out there so that Ford Owen's going to have to run 30 yards deep out of the back of the end zone and get that ball. Ford didn't look too happy. He looked at that guy that was going to catch the ball, Joyner there, looked at him like, would you please catch the ball?
So the Green Wave will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 5:42 to play in the first quarter. Colonels on top, 21-0. Bailey Beals has checked into the game for the Colonels. Green Wave quarterback Kidder works out of the gun. High snap, able to pull it in. Swings it out left side, complete to Joyner, and he's going to be wrestled down in the backfield. Another loss for the Green Wave. Sheeper Phillips and Jack Dodd getting back there to make the tackle. They're going to lose 5 to the 15. 2nd and 15 coming up.
Yeah, Indianola Academy just getting stingy again on defense here, really getting in the backfield here and rushing Kidder a lot of times as he's trying to get something going here for this North Delta offense, and there is just no answers tonight.
2nd and 15 coming up. Kidder works out of the gun again. He'll send trip receivers to the near side of the field. He's going to roll to his right. In trouble, steps up in the pocket, throws incomplete over the middle. He was trying to hit John Hagel-Lewis, who was tattooed after the pass went through his hands. Mitchell Pitts came up to make sure that Lewis didn't hang on. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 15.
Now, I guess we're going to have to get with Selden here and try to figure out this, because I really don't know if that should go for a Bill's Body Shop collision of the game nominee or Van Cleve Insurance proper coverage of the game nominee. Either way, we might...
Pretty good nominee for both.
Exactly. He did a great job there.
3rd and long for the Green Wave. Kidder from the gun with 5 wide. Looks to pass through the hands of Joyner. A flag comes down. We'll check the penalty marker. Flag was thrown over on the far sideline. We're going to have an eligible receiver downfield. The Colonels will decline the penalty. 4th and 15 coming up. Green Wave will punt it away.
I tell you, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on that south side lines over there on North Delta side. Indianola Academy is just definitely reaping these benefits here and playing a good job right now, just executing on all 4 phases of the game. I don't know what the 4th phase is, but...
Kidder will pooch it again. It's a high kick, going to hit at midfield and take a nice Green Wave roll. This one's going to go inside the 40, inside the 35 to the 31, and that's where the Colonels will have it. 1st and 10 from their own 31. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. IA on top, 21-0.
Maybe that's just how good they're executing. They have found a 4th phase. I don't know where my brain was on that. I had it about 3 different places. Well, Watson, last week we scored 28 in the first quarter. You think this week we can do it as well?
Chances are looking good.
It really is. 4:42 to go in this first quarter. And Indianola really dominating right now on the offensive side of the ball.
Davis will go under center on 1st and 10 from the Colonel 31. Ball is on the near hash. 3-step drop, looking to pass, goes right side, has a man there, and it's tipped and falls incomplete. He's trying to hit T.K. Bolden. Good coverage downfield from L.J. Mills. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
It really was very good coverage there by Mills. Mills holding step for step with Bolden. And Coach Nestor going for the gusto there. That's something he rarely does not do here, but he is really calling the dogs out tonight and going for the deep ball. I think he's ready to go on and start maybe substituting or something. I don't know.
2nd and 10 coming up from the 31. Davis will work out of the gun with Tim from the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Harris goes in motion to the far side. Davis throws left side, complete to Randy Kimball. He's got a Greenville Motorsports first down across the 40 up to the 43. 12-yard pickup for the Colonels. Will move the chains.
You know, Watson, you often wonder from a coach's perspective. I mean, they've got to practice every one of these plays against another team. You can't just practice it against your own team over and over, week after week. You've got to practice against a team. It doesn't matter what's on the scoreboard there. You've got to try to run every one of these plays and see how it's going to work in game-time situations.
First and 10 from the 43. Harris in motion. He'll take the handoff around the right side, gets by a man at the line of scrimmage, and he's got a first down into Green Wave territory, makes the cut at the 35 and tripped up shy of the 30-yard line. Harris turned on the Jets over on the Green Wave sideline, rumbles inside the 35, and going to be brought down at the 34. Another Greenville Motorsports first down for the Colonels.
First good block there, Ben Van Cleve, sealing off that outside, allowing Sebastian Harris to get to the outside there and show that speedy running back skills that he possesses. Second good block there, T.K. Bolden, 12 yards downfield, blocking from his receiver position, vaulting Sebastian Harris for more yards.
23-yard pickup, first and 10. Davis looking to pass, has time in the pocket, goes down the left side, got Bolden down there, goes up, makes the grab over L.J. Mills and goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Davis to Bolden from 34 yards out. Well, we've talked about TK on the basketball floor being able to jump out of the gym. He went up in the air and got that one.
He did, and Mills, once again, you got to give it to him. Hey, he had good coverage there for North Delta. Just had T.K. Bolden just out-jumped him that time, and just a great athletic play. Will Davis looking very comfortable and confident back there in that pocket, getting his feet set, getting comfortable, and aired the ball out real well there that time, and Bolden just ran up under it and made a nice catch.
Colonels on top 27-0, 3:45 to play in the first quarter. Will Lang on for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. Lang 4 for 4 tonight. He struggled the first 4 weeks of the season. Last week he got back on track, and good to see Lang continuing with the extra points here tonight. 28-0. Colonels on top of North Delta with 3:43 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta.
This is Selden Van Cleve of Van Cleve Insurance. You may have noticed in the past that all successful athletic teams have a game plan they follow. We at Van Cleve Insurance feel that your insurance is no different. We are a trusted choice independent agent and offer all lines of insurance, which enables you to have all of your coverage in one place. Let us take a look at your insurance and work up a successful game plan for you. That's Van Cleve Insurance, located on Highway 49, Indianola since 1932.
Better medicine begins with big hearts, and the caring nurses and physicians at South Sunflower County Hospital of Indianola are ready to care for your every need. We surround these professionals with the latest technology, and our compassionate, personalized care gives you that at-home feeling you need when you're not feeling well. South Sunflower County Hospital also offers full therapy services, a swing bed unit, and outpatient services that offer hours that are convenient to you. There's no longer any need to leave home for personalized medical care. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Welcome back. Colonels on top of North Delta 28-0 as Will Davis hit T.K. Bolden from 34 yards out, laying with the PAT. And the Colonels rolling right now over North Delta. Joyner mishandles the kick, and he is laid out by Mitchell Pitts at the 5-yard line. Joyner was fortunate to be able to hang on to the football. Boy, he never quite cleanly had it in his hands, and Mitchell Pitts never gave up on the play, flying downfield, brings Joyner down at the 5. A long field ahead for the Green Wave.
And, the big thing now is when you make a nice play, the two players, they kind of jump up and hit each other. They chest bump or side bump each other on the side there. Ford Owen ran out on the field to pick up the ball that time. Looked like he was going to try to do that with one of his players. He jumped up a little bit. Maybe he was excited about the nice tackle that Mitchell Pitts made, but nonetheless, it was some pretty good entertainment out there.
4 plays, 69 yards on the previous scoring drive for Indianola Academy. Kidder works from the gun on 1st and 10 from his own 5. Going to call his own number straight ahead. First positive play of the night for North Delta is Kidder going to pick up a first down. He's across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 12-yard pickup for Kidder.
Nice lick there by number 24, Bailey Bills. Also 51, Seth Travis making some nice pursuit out there in the flats there and giving good chase there. Kidder did a good job running the ball and getting some positive yardage.
And funny you mentioned you're going to have to check with Selden earlier. I just got a text from him. He said, I'll nominate Mitchell for that coverage down there.
There you go.
1st and 10 Green Wave from their own 17. Ball is on the near hash. We wind down here toward the end of the first quarter. 3:08 to play. Colonels on top 28-0. We'll shovel past Joyner. And the Green Wave getting something going here on their 5th drive of the night. Joyner works for the 27 before he's brought down. Going to be close to another first down.
Well, a pretty little interesting play selection there, a forward shuffle pass there, always gets a little hairy whenever you're throwing that ball up in that line of scrimmage there. And North Delta executed there and gave them a second down and manageable play.
Going to mark him about a foot short. Second and short for the Green Wave. Kidder going to fire it left side. It's complete to Lewis. And I don't know if he got there. Tried to get to the sideline. Mitchell Pitts over there to bring him down. Going to depend on the spot. They will say 1st and 10 Green Waves. So North Delta moving the chains here late in the first quarter. After the Colonels dominated the first 9 or so minutes of this ball game, up 28-0, and the Green Wave trying to get something going. 1st and 10 from their own 27. 5 wide for Kidder. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Takes a snap, looking to pass, throws right side, complete to Joyner. Flag is down. Joyner going to be corralled by Stephon Smith. We'll check the penalty marker. The play stands. It'll be a loss for the Green Wave.
That looked like a wrestling move Stephon Smith maybe picked up out from Ric Flair, or I'm not sure. Man, he got on that ball real quick.
Another ineligible receiver downfield for the Green Wave. And the Colonels, I believe, will decline the penalty. Will be declined.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka was who it was. That's who I was looking for, because he did a superfly that time.
It's a Wayback Machine on that
one. Do you realize how old I am? Hope to continue getting older.
They say no gain on the play officially, so 2nd and 10 coming up for the Green Wave. 3 receivers to the left this time, 2 receivers to the right. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first quarter. Kidder will hand off to Joyner and shoots through to the 35. 8-yard pickup will bring up 3rd and 2. Stephon Smith on the tackle.
Watson, I think now what we're going to have to start doing is I'm actually getting a lot more fan participation here, as fans are really now wanting to start getting our suggestions for trivia questions here. We might have to put out some kind of little game where we let people maybe tweet you or Facebook message you or something and give us some suggestions. There's been some pretty good ones so far this week. I've had 5 or 6 people, come into the store and tell me one, or text me or call me or anything. It's been real neat, and anyway, it makes for an interesting week.
I welcome any questions after 10 years. I'm about out. False start for the Green Wave. John Hagel-Lewis took off and got about 7 yards downfield before he realized his teammates were not coming with him. This will back the Green Wave up 5 yards.
Yeah, he sure did. I was sitting there just talking away, and I saw it was a false start. I said, well, I can just keep going with this story. And sure enough, he didn't quit for about 7 yards downfield, just kept running as hard as he could. He knew he had his hands full blocking number 27, Mr. Mitchell Pitts there.
Speaking of trivia, we'll have the double quick trivia question for you coming up at the half. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Colonel's on top of North Delta, 28-0, 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3rd and long. This is a lame duck. It came out funny from Kidder's hands, but somehow the Green Wave come down with it. Luke Daniels makes a catch in double coverage, and he's into Colonel territory for the first down. They're going to mark him down at the 41. 19-yard pickup for the Green Wave.
Well, Daniels is a receiver that Kidder does like to go to. That's who he threw to first when William Berry was able to stick in there at the last second and pick that ball off and run that pick 6 back. This time, not the same result there, as Daniel was able to out-jump Bailey Beals and bring that ball down for a much-needed first down.
On 1st and 10, Kidder rolls to his left in trouble. Stephon Smith giving chase. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Was looking for Christopher Williamson. Gray Odom had nice coverage downfield. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Just good timing there by Gray Odom. Got in there at the last second and, bam, did a nice lick there while they were up in midair as the ball definitely sailed over both of them's hands. Just good timing there. Gray Odom's really coming to his own as a defensive back this year for the Colonels.
2nd and 10 Green Wave from the Colonel 41 with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kidder looks to the sidelines. He'll send trips to the left. Takes a snap, looking to pass. He's in trouble and sacked in the backfield. Sherman Timms gets back there for his first sack of the season. Kidder brought down at the 47. That's a loss of 6 on the play.
You know, Indianola Academy not really known as a blitzing team here, or applying a lot of pressure on the quarterback there. They're really kind of taught to stay back, and week after week you got to change your defensive scheme, and Indianola Academy is always great at adapting to that, and just do an excellent job. You know, when they played St. Joe that week, St. Joe's probably one of the more passing teams that we played this year. Their St. Joe's quarterback was able to scramble a lot, though, and, you know, Indianola's defensive front was taught, hey, let's don't put a lot of pressure on him that way, because if he goes to scrambling, he's going to make some big lanes there, and we don't want him to get upfield like that. This week, though, North Delta's quarterback, Kidder, he does like to throw a lot as well. He likes to stay in the pocket there, though, and Indianola Academy able to apply a lot of pressure there on him and doing a great job of getting in his face there and making Kidder have to hurry some passes sometimes and getting a few sacks there, like you said. It's hard to believe, though, that week, 6, am I saying that? Yeah, week 6, and Sherman Timms is getting his first sack of the year. That's just a little crazy, but he is, because he has done such a great job for the Colonels on the defensive side of the ball this year.
No doubt about it. Into the first quarter, Indianola Academy on top of North Delta 28-0. It'll be 3rd and 16 for the Green Wave to start the second quarter. They'll have it at the Colonel 47. We flip into the field. North Delta will now move right to left. The Colonels look to keep this thing going. They've controlled this one from jump. Again, on top 28-0. William Barrier got things going on the second play of the game with an interception return for a touchdown. Sebastian Harris with an 8-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Sherman Timms with a 1-yard touchdown run, and Will Davis a 34-yard pass to T.K. Bolden. And Will Lang 4 for 4 in the extra point department. That's how the Colonels have gotten on the board here tonight. 3rd and 16 for the Green Wave from the Colonel 47. Ball is on the far hash. Kidder will work out of the gun. 3 receivers come to the near side. Has a screen pass set up, complete. And there is another nominee for the Bills Body Shop collision of the game. Ben Van Cleve blew up that screenplay. It was complete. North Delta probably wishing it was not, as that was number 46, Jimmy Manus, I believe, on the reception. No gain on the play, 4th and 16 coming up.
Oh, dang, I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay now. I did see that Indianola Academy, all their games are posted on YouTube now, so that was pretty cool. I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch that, though, as I was trying to update my Facebook status for the first time tonight. Kind of been missing, slacking on that, man, slacking.
Surprised you didn't hear it. Green Wave will punt it away on 4th and 16. It's a nice high spiral kick. Barrier going to, it goes through his hands again at the 8. Going to pick it up, returns it straight ahead. Going to make something out of nothing. They'll bring him down at the 16, maybe the 17. Well, North Delta with an interesting punting style. It's almost like an offensive formation on the field. They put Kidder, who doubles as their punter, just like he's in the shotgun set, takes a snap and quickly punts it away, and not sure if that's what's causing Barrier some issues hauling those in. Nonetheless, Colonels will have it 1st and 10 from their own 17, leading North Delta 28-0 with 11:01 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, that ball does seem to twist off the foot a little different way. It's not normally how you're used to catching the ball. Of course, you can remember in games past, we played Oak Hill several years back where they had a rugby-style kicker. It definitely creates a little havoc.
Josh Hill is in at quarterback. He's looking to pass on 1st and 10. Throws it tipped, caught by T.K. Bolden. Defender falls down, and Bolden will have 50 yards to go untouched for the touchdown. Wow. That was welcome to the game, Josh Hill, and T.K. Bolden. Keep having yourself a junior season.
Man, that was definitely beautiful. Well-executed pass and catch there from quarterback to receiver. T.K. Bolden kind of just giving himself a little self-tip drill there, popping it up in the air after he beats the defender. The defender falls down. Ball falls right back in TK's hands, and he made an athletic catch there, caught it by his fingertips. I mean, you can see it right here on the sidelines, home sidelines, right in the front and center. So definitely good seating right here as he caught that ball and was able to grab it in and along by himself for the final 50 yards.
83 yards on the completion from Josh Hill to T.K. Bolden. Will Lang is on for the extra point, and it is good. 35-0 with 10:45 to go in the second quarter. That touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sookie's Restaurant and Catering. second touchdown pass of the year for backup quarterback Josh Hill, and the fourth touchdown reception of the season for TK Bolden, his second tonight.
He's really came on, and we really were not passing a lot early in the season here, and I guess we were trying to let the quarterback play develop with Will Davis and also Josh Hill, but these guys are coming into their own now and showing that they can play here at this high school level and are able to do some great passes to the receivers, finally getting them into action there, and these guys are getting a lot of playing time, a lot of reps and receptions now, and TK hadn't started scoring until, just recently here, and glad he is a great addition to the Indianola Academy offense.
Lang set to kick it away from the 40. Joyner and Williams back to return for the Green Wave. The Colonels have had scoring drives tonight of 52, 61, 69, and 83 yards. They lead North Delta 35-0. First score of the night came on an interception return from William Barrier. Boy, the Colonels have not looked back since then. Rolling tonight at home over North Delta as Lang approaches the tee. The end-over-end kick. Joyner going to take it at the 4. Looks for return room straight ahead. Gets by Lester at the 20 and works up near the 30 before he's taken down. Mitchell Pitts getting downfield to make the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 Green Wave at their own 28.
Well, Colonel's just doing a good job of running their lanes again, getting downfield, breaking down, and making some nice coverage there on the defensive side of the ball.
10:18 to go here in the first half, and North Delta with 1st and 10 for their own 28 as they trailed Indianola Academy 35-0. Trying to get some of these substitutions for your Reed Junkin is in at defensive end. Logan White at nose guard. Cade Policini in at defensive end as well. Jackson Coward in there at the Rocket position. We'll get you some more names here coming up. Pass incomplete right side. There's another nominee for the Bills body collision of the game. Gray Odom comes up, lays the lumber to Caleb Joyner. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
So we're going to leave that on Bills and not go to Van Cleve on that. Man, we're going to have to get that clarification from Selden there. I tell you, these guys just doing an excellent job for the Colonels tonight, having fun and coming up and executing. And that's what it's all about there, just making some nice, good, clean licks here and playing football.
Alex Tannehill has checked in at linebacker, another sophomore, wears number 59. Kidder looking to pass on 2nd and 10. Sets up in the pocket, throws complete, first down Green Wave as they get to the 41. That was Joyner on the reception. Hauled it in at the 41. Bailey Bills there to ride him out of bounds. 1st and 10 Green Wave.
And, folks, if you're watching on a live stream at home, you're going to see a well-executed defensive play there by Reed Junkin. He was the backside defensive end, but he made sure he stayed deep as a defense back and nobody came back across on him. Kidder
looking to pass on first down. Incomplete. Had a man open. Luke Daniels at the 45. Had it in his hands. Couldn't complete it. 2nd and 10 coming up. Alex Tannehill had the coverage.
And once again, Reed Junkin being right in there as well, getting those hands up, coming from the defensive end position, getting in the quarterback's eyes there and making it hard for him to see his receiver.
2nd and 10, Green Wave from their own 41. Clock is running here in the second quarter. Colonels on top 35-0. Randy Kimball is in at cornerback for the Colonels as Kidder throws left side incomplete. Was trying to hit Tyler Holland. Left it a little bit short. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, that's where I went there while you were talking during the break there, or we didn't take a break. I was trying to find out the clarification on that. They say that in the first half, the only way that you can run the clock is if the coach is on the other side. The opposing coach requested, they did. The officials blew it over, and they said, go on and go ahead and run it there. And, sometimes when you're outmatched, and it's just not North Delta's year this year, I guess you would say.
3rd and 10, Green Wave from their own 41. Kidder has time in the pocket, now steps up, going to run, and gets to midfield before he's taken down. Gray Odom comes up to make the tackle. They'll mark him at the North Delta 49. 8-yard pickup, 4th and 2 coming up. with 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Indianola Academy, the number 1 team in the state, rolling tonight at home. They lead North Delta 35-0.
I hate to say it, but our man Stephon Smith tried to go high on Kidder that time. Kidder made a nice move there that was a line drive saving tackle.
North Delta going to go on 4th down. Kidder has the first down in Colonel territory, picks up 3 to the Colonel 48 before he's taken off his feet. Well, Kidder dunking in there on the tackle. Excuse me, Brady.
That's fine. Kidder was just getting in there and just making all he could, called on his offensive lineman there to try to move those chains up. Indianola Academy playing some pretty good stingy defense tonight, but not able to keep Kidder at bay here. 1st and 10, Green Wave from the Colonel 48. Clock continues to run with 6:12 to go, second quarter. High snap. He's going to turn handoff to Jimmy Manus, who's going to be brought down by Logan White inside the 45 at the 43, 5-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd and 5. And I do have to say one thing, Watson, even though the game is already kind of out of hand, the fans are not leaving, because I do have a little tidbit of advice to share with you. We're going to see the little cheerleaders. I think they're about 4 years old. My niece is going to be dancing out there at halftime. Going to be really exciting.
The Colonel Cuties got a glimpse of them at the pep rally today.
I knew you'd have a name for them. I knew they had a name.
Wesley Lester making the tackle on the second down run. Green Wave marked just short of the first down. They'll put it at, well, now they say first down North Delta. They put it at the 38. So that'll move the chains for the Green Wave. That was Manus on the carry. 1st and 10 from the Colonel 38. Kidder goes under center. Going to call his own number straight ahead and works to the 38-yard pickup for Kidder. Before he's brought down, Reed Junkin, Cade Policini in there on the tackle.
North Delta just putting together a nice drive here this series, and just able to, Kidder mainly being the one-man wrecking show here and just kind of calling his own number. Indianola Academy's getting to the ball still and just not able to bring Kidder down.
2nd and 2, Green Wave. Kidder back in the gun. He'll look to the sideline. Has Manus in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Going to fire it left side, complete to Joyner. Picks up a block at the 30 to the 25-20 and taken out of bounds by Jackson Coward and Wesley Lester at the 18-yard line. That'll be good enough for another Green Wave first down.
Well, just a little bubble screen out here to his running back there. Randy Kimball playing the defensive back position, just shot to the inside, hoping to use that 12th man, that sideline there, and just was not able to. It was still a little bit, about 10 yards inside the field there. You can only do that when you're about 1 or 2 off the sideline there, and Kimball choosing poorly there, and they were able to run the ball up and get much-needed yardage for that first down.
1st and 10 from the Colonel 18. Kidder going to pitch it inside, and nowhere to go. Stacked up is Luke Daniels. They'll mark his forward progress. May pick up half a yard. Cade Policini and Wesley Lester in there on the tackle.
A little shovel pass there to number 40, Luke Daniels. As we had said earlier, he likes to call his number a lot there. Kidder does, and Daniels just having nowhere to go. Indianola Academy defensive front really stuffed it up in there that time, and a great job by the Colonel's defensive front.
2nd and 10 from the 18. Clock runs with 3:15 to go, second quarter. Colonel's on top, 35-0. Kidder checks to the sidelines once again. Works out of the gun with Manus in the backfield. Takes a snap, no handoff, straight ahead to Manus. And gets by Jack Dodge, still on his feet, to the 10, to the 5, and brought down at the 3. North Delta with perhaps their best scoring opportunity of the night. Jackson Coward and Shade Smith combined on the tackle. 1st and goal, Green Wave.
I got to give credit where it's due once again. Bill's Body Shop collision of the game nominee right there to Shade Smith. Nice pop over the middle there. He really came out in a nice executed tackle there. Several would-be Colonel defenders missing some tackles there. We really got to stay focused.
Kidder looking to pass on 1st and goal, looking for Daniels, and it is caught for the touchdown. North Delta gets on the board with 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Kidder to Daniels from 3 yards out. Makes it 35-6.
Well, just a jump ball out there, and number 18, I believe it was, Jim Holland on the coverage for Indianola Academy, and had some good coverage there. And without our Van Cleve Insurance proper coverage of the game winner last week, so no, we can do some good coverage there, and just could not come down with the ball.
Hudson Parnell sends the extra point wide right, so the score remains 35-6 here with 1:40 to go first half as the clock continues to run. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Uh-oh, Olivia. I scratched the hardwood floor with my truck. Oh, no, Cooper, what are we going to do? Call my pal Suit Robertson Floor Service.
That's right, Cooper and Olivia. Your pap at Robertson Floor Service has been serving the Delta's flooring needs since 1992. Call us for an appointment today at 662-887-4477. Tell them, Olivia.
Come keep that score. We do your hardwood floor and get a free coat.
Welcome back to Green Wave. Get on the board. The Will Kidder 3-yard pass to Luke Daniels, a 13-play, 72-yard scoring drive for North Delta. Extra point was wide right, so the Colonels still on top 35-6. A short kick out of Kidder, going to be hauled in by Gray Odom at the 38, and the Colonels probably will not have to run a play. Clock continues to run. They will not do it. Coach Nestor going to send his boys to the locker room ahead of the North Delta Green Wave 35-6. What a first half by Indianola Academy.
Well, just really exciting, coming out and executing on all the phases of the game there. Well, you're still up in the air on how many it is, 3 or 4, I don't know. But anyway, Indianola Academy just doing a good job starting the game with some good intensity there on the defensive side of the ball, coming up and picking that ball off. A pick six there by William Berry, and that really set the tone. That was the second play of the game there.
Yeah,
just a good job, and Indianola Academy offense then coming in and showing how it's done, and just steadily keeping the pedal to the floor. And Indianola Academy, I like Coach Nestor's intensity here, throwing the ball and actually going after it there and trying to get downfield, and you know, trying several plays there, seeing what does work, where's not going to work, what plays can we throw out of this the playbook here, what plays do we need to keep, what plays might improve if we do this, that, and the other. And that's what you like to see out of the coaching staff and the players here, and they're just doing a good job, and everybody's enjoying the hit right now. It looks real good. Good time to be a Colonel fan.
35-6 at the half. Big Blue on top. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
David Smith Construction of Inverness is a proud Indianola Academy sponsor. At David Smith Construction, our reputation is building every day. And Coach Tommy Nestor and the Colonels have built a winning tradition that we are proud of. Whether it be commercial or residential, let us take care of your building needs. We've been building for satisfied customers since 1982, and we would love to add you to that list. David Smith Construction is located on Highway 49 in Inverness. Call David Smith today at 265-6060.
You'll find big savings every day at your friendly, family, home-owned Sunflower Food Store, Indianola. We'd like to invite you to come and discover our newly remodeled store. From our produce department to the meat department, our deli, our bakery, and our employees, you'll find that Sunflower Food Store is eager to help you with all of your grocery needs. When it's time for groceries, it's time for a trip to Sunflower Food Store, Highway 82, Indianola. Always working to improve your shopping experience. Come shop with us today.
The best-kept secret in the Delta is Impact Wholesale Warehouse on Highway 82, Indianola, right next to Love's Travel Center. Having a party? Get all of your party supplies at Impact. Save money on your janitorial supplies by shopping our huge warehouse. And listen to this, ribs, chicken, catfish, and seafood are our specialties. Also canned goods, candy, and lots more. We serve many area schools and restaurants and would love to serve you. That's Impact Wholesale Warehouse next to Love's Travel Center. Call 887-7288.
The year was 1953. The average wage was $4,000 a year. Gas was 20 cents a gallon, and Dwight D. Eisenhower became president. In that same year, in the land of cotton, the Mississippi Delta, Abrahams was born. Michael and Helen Abraham carry on the proud tradition of offering the finest collection of men and women's clothing for Indianola and all of the Delta. Jeans from Big Star and Silver, mountain khaki shorts and pants, and Polo and Cotton Brothers for men. For the ladies, shoes by OTBT, Barefoot Dream sweaters, and Carly dresses and tunics. And don't forget Patagonia and True Grit in ladies and men's. Proud Colonel Boosters, Abrahams, downtown Indianola.
Welcome back here at the half. It's been all Indianola Academy over North Delta, 35-6, your halftime score. Let's take a quick look at some first half numbers offensively for the Colonels. 265 yards total, 84 on the ground, 181 through the air. Will Davis, 3 of 6 in the first half for 98 yards and a touchdown. Josh Hill, 1 for 1, 83 yards and a touchdown. In the receiving department, T.K. Bolden, 2 grabs, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Randy Kimball, 1 catch for 12, and Ben Van Cleve, 1 catch for 52 yards. On the ground, Sebastian Harris, 3 carries, 40 yards and a touchdown. Sherman Timms, 4 carries, 30 yards and a touchdown. Will Davis, 1 carry for 11 yards, and Mitchell Pitts, 1 carry for 3. On the defensive side, William Barrier got things going. Second play of the night, interception return for a touchdown. So 1 pick for Barrier. Looking at total tackles, Stephon Smith leading the way with 4 at the half. Mitchell Pitts with 3. Also 3 total tackles for Wesley Lester, Jack Dodd, and Bailey Bills. 2 total tackles for Jackson Cowart, Gray Odom, Seth Travis, and Logan White. A lot of Colonels getting playing time, especially in the second quarter. Clock started to run. We started seeing subs come in. Kind of a carbon copy of what we had last week here at home in the win over Bio Academy.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Not a lot of ways to pad the stats here if you're one of those stats fans there. But, hey, that's the way it's got to be, and you got to play. And when Coach Nestor calls on your number to get out there on the field and show what you're good for and practice for every week, and, when it's your time to go, you got to rock and roll.
Coming up next week, it'll be homecoming for Indianola Academy. Winona Christian School will be in town. Colonels and Stars will get things underway at 7 o'clock here at Legion Field. We'll have it for you right here on Super Talk for the Delta. 6:30 will be our airtime. Coming up in just a minute, we'll have our Colonel Spotlight. I had a chance to talk to Colonel quarterback Will Davis a little bit earlier this week. Very impressed. I've talked to several of these players throughout the year, and Davis is one that seems like he's done this interview thing a time or two. Seemed like a natural. I told him, hey, we might just start having the Davis Spotlight every week. He made it really easy, and had a good chat with him. That'll be coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, time for the double quick trivia question. And the number to call if you know the answer, 662-207-8335. Again, that number to call, 662-207-8335. Was announced about a week and a half ago that the Egg Bowl was returning Thanksgiving night, at least for the next 2 years. We want to know, when was the last time the Egg Bowl was played on Thanksgiving? If you know the answer, call 207-8335. Again, the last time the Egg Bowl was played on Thanksgiving. Going to move it back to Thursday night starting next year. So if you know the last time it was played on Thanksgiving, give us a call, 207-8335, and try to win a $10 gift card from our friends at Double Quick. With that, we're going to step aside, take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Colonel Spotlight for you with Colonel quarterback Will Davis. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you. Whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof, we're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola, or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Welcome back. This week in our Colonel Spotlight, we're joined by Colonel quarterback Will Davis. Will, thanks for joining us. You're halfway through your sophomore season, and you've helped lead this team to a 5-0 record. Is it safe to say that this is where you expected this team to be at this point?
I think we kind of exceeded expectations, a little bit early in the season against, Pillow and St. Joe. But I believe we were that good. I believe we should have beat them, and we did. And so, this is where we need to be.
I've always known Will Davis to be cool, calm, and collected, but there had to be nerves for you going into Game 1 at Manchester. You scored the first touchdown of the game on a 20-yard run. That had to be a big exhale moment for you.
Oh, yeah. It was nerve-wracking a little bit, but after that, the touchdown, I got in it and focused a little bit.
Take me back to St. Joe a couple of weeks ago, a game where, again, you scored the first touchdown of the game, but then the Colonels found themselves in uncharted territory. You're down by 2 scores on the road. How was this team able to hold it together and make the comeback? Because there never seemed to be any panic among your teammates on the sideline.
Yeah, we've been in those games before, tough games before, last year in the playoffs and then state championship game. And St. Joe, they haven't been in that test before. And, we knew what it takes to win, and so we battled back and won.
You're 5-0 and the number 1 team in the state, deservedly so. The quarterback position is always perceived to be a quote-unquote leadership position. How do you help keep this team grounded and focused on the obvious goal, which is to be number 1 at the end of the year?
When you're number 1, you got to work and play like you're number 2. That's what Coach Nestor always says. And, you can't take any of these teams for granted, the next couple weeks. And, you got to work and play like the next team is number 1.
Last thing before we let you go, you're a big Texas A&M fan. The Aggies are 3-0. Are they a legit contender in the SEC West?
If their defense holds up like they have been, I think they can be. The new quarterback, Trevor Knight, he's pretty good. So they're pretty good.
Well, thanks again for your time. It's been fun watching you develop the quarterback position this year. Good luck to you the remainder of the season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's Colonel quarterback Will Davis. Stay with us. Our Enterprise Talks and Halftime Show continues after this. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
For more than 70 years, Guarantee Bank and Trust Company has embraced the time-tested principles of independent banking. We work to develop relationships with our customers, a relationship that provides the peace of mind knowing that your bank is with you every step of the way. Come discover it for yourself at Guarantee Bank in Batesville, Belzona, Cleveland, Greenville, Hernando, Hollandale, Indianola, Senatobia, South Haven, Vicksburg, and now open in Grenada. Personal service, professional solutions. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
Welcome back here at the half. Indianola Academy on top of North Delta 35-6. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field, where it's been all IA here tonight. We do have a winner on our double quick trivia question. We wanted to know, when was the last time the Egg Bowl was played on Thanksgiving night? That announcement coming out about a week and a half ago. It's going to return to Thanksgiving next year. And congratulations to Will Hart, our winner tonight, 2013. The last time it was played on Thanksgiving. A heartbreaker for Rebel fans as myself. The Bo Wallace fumble through the end zone in overtime. Mississippi State won it 17-10. Never forget that one.
You're exactly right. That was a good game there. That was a tough one here. And just fought all the way to the end. And that's the kind of games that you like to see. Always, a couple of weeks ago when we played St. Joe, it was just a dogfight to the end there. And definitely reminiscent of that 2013 Egg Bowl there.
A couple of scores to get you updated on this one from District 1 AAA. The St. Joe Fighting Irish all over Lee Academy 40-0. That one at the half. Starkville and Heritage still tied at 7. They've got about 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Pillow Academy on top of Washington School 7-0. That one in the second quarter. Let's see if we can get you couple of more scores. Interested in Central Hines and Manchester as well. Haven't been able to find a score there. At the half, Leak Academy, a team the Colonels played on the road a few weeks back. They're leading Winston Academy 7-0 at the break. Winston, a team that made some noise first few weeks of the season, but Leak Academy at Winston tonight, they're up 7-0 at the break. Here it's 35-6, Indianola Academy. North Delta just has not had an answer here tonight for the Colonels. And we talked about it early and often. The Colonels just went through the motions that appeared in pregame warm-ups. We said, could they go in, flip the switch? Switch flipped.
It really did there. And, just like you said earlier, these are 16, 17, 18-year-olds we're dealing with here. Coach Nestor gives a nice little motivational speech in there for the game. These guys know that red bullseye's on their back. Maybe they just really weren't as focused on that pregame as they should have been, and nonetheless, and I'm just making an observation, from a broadcaster standpoint. Right. I guess I'm just trying to say here, but they just didn't look as, like I said, crisp as they should have, like the number one team in the state in pregame warm-ups, and they have definitely showed that they deserve to be the number one team, though, in the state, the way that they're playing and the way they played the past 5 weeks as well. So Indianola Academy just doing a good job of bending but not breaking in some situations. It's playing tough and getting to the ball and having fun, and that's what it's all about.
So 35-6 is your halftime score. The Colonel Cuties still down on the field performing as North Delta makes their way back onto the field. We've got a few minutes left here at the half. Let's talk some SEC football. We talked a little bit earlier about Ole Miss and Georgia, 11 o'clock kickoff in Oxford. They're going to have to sound off some alarms in the Grove to get people up and going in the morning. But ESPN televised broadcast for the Rebels and Georgia Bulldogs tomorrow. Who do you like in that one?
I like actually Ole Miss at home. I believe they're going to right the ship. They've had a rocky start here the past couple of weeks, and I think Ole Miss, though, at home is just going to produce. They do a great job. I mean, they produced last week against Alabama. They just played the number one team in the nation. And, I mean, it's just the same thing as North Delta playing the number one team in the state right now. You can play good and you got good athleticism, but you've got to execute. You've got to play a flawless ball game. Ole Miss played a flawless first half. Wasn't able to play that flawless second half, though, but I believe Ole Miss is going to execute this week against Georgia.
2:30 CBS kickoff, Florida at Tennessee.
The craziest stat I've about ever heard, the second craziest stat, the first craziest is Georgia has a 10-game winning streak over Ole Miss, dating back to the 80s probably. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I think it was Florida has an 11-game winning streak over Tennessee. I want to say that is crazy. I honestly think Tennessee's going to end that winning streak. It's just their year. They really don't play well at home. They hadn't so far. But I believe Neyland Stadium's going to be rocking this Saturday, and I believe they're going to have Florida's number finally this year. Josh Dobbs just a little too much to stop.
A couple of big ones tomorrow night in the SEC West, LSU and Auburn.
Well, LSU really started out very dominating against Mississippi State last week, and then just kind of deflated there at the end. However, they're going to be on the plains of Auburn over there, and I believe they will come out on the road and execute. I believe both of those coaches, it's a must-win game for both of those coaches almost. You're hearing both those coaches on the hot seat there. I believe Malzone and company, though, are going to be on the short end of the stick.
And finally, Jerry's World late kickoff tomorrow, and I think it's 8 o'clock Central, Arkansas and Texas A&M.
Man, this was the toughest one here. Arkansas is just one of those weird sleeper teams. They're just not exciting, and there's no razzle-dazzle there, but the Hogs are always rooting, and they're tough. It's hard to put a Hog down, but I think Texas A&M is going to have the right number there. They're going to right the ship there. I'm going to pick with Mr. Will Davis and say that Texas A&M will come out with a victory.
So a lot of good football tomorrow. And don't want to leave out, talking SEC football, don't want to leave out Mississippi State. They're out of conference tomorrow up at Foxborough, taking on UMass.
Well, they talked about today on head-to-head. UMass has a big left-handed quarterback that likes to gunsling that ball out there and get it all over the place. Watson, I believe Mississippi State will go up there and execute and play and win. However, we're talking 21.5 to 24-point spread. I don't see that. I just don't. I mean, I think maybe a 10-point win or something. I don't know. But UMass has got a good team. I'm going to tell you that. They played Florida in week 1 very well. I just don't see a 24-point win.
If I saw this right, it's the first trip to the Northeast for Mississippi State since 1986, I believe, when they went to Syracuse. May not have that year right, but it's been quite some time. Dan Mullen going home back to Boston tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. I kind of wonder in an AD's thought process, is that what made them do that trip up to there? I did see, however, next year UMass is coming down here and playing Mississippi State, so it was a home-and-home series there, and definitely an interesting trip. As you know, as a fan, I would have loved to go up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough and watch that game there.
Here at the half, Indianola Academy all over North Delta, 35-6. We'll take our final break of the half and be back with the third quarter. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Some call it Low Smoke Ahedas. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that Low Smoke Ahedas has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low Smoke Ahedas also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Ahedas Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
It's the year's best cheer.
Give us an A.
High school seniors, give us your A's and you could win one of 10 $1,000 scholarships from Planters Bank. Bring each report card to any Planters location, and every A you bring means another entry in a scholarship drawing. No purchase necessary. Drawing May 1st, 2017. For details, visit planters-bank.com. Time to win. Time to
give us an A.
Member FDIC.
The best-kept secret in the Delta is Impact Wholesale Warehouse on Highway 82, Indianola, right next to Love's Travel Center. Having a party? Get all of your party supplies at Impact. Save money on your janitorial supplies by shopping our huge warehouse. And listen to this, ribs, chicken, catfish, and seafood are our specialties. Also canned goods, candy, and lots more. We serve many area schools and restaurants and would love to serve you. That's Impact Wholesale Warehouse next to Love's Travel Center. Call 887-7288.
Better medicine begins with big hearts, and the caring nurses and physicians at South Sunflower County Hospital of Indianola are ready to care for your every need. We surround these professionals with the latest technology, and our compassionate, personalized care gives you that at-home feeling you need when you're not feeling well. South Sunflower County Hospital also offers full therapy services, a swing bed unit, and outpatient services that offer hours that are convenient to you. There's no longer any need to leave home for personalized medical care. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Of the third quarter, Sebastian Harris runs 9 yards straight ahead, 2nd and 1, coming up for the Colonels from their own 42 as they work left to right here in the third quarter. IA on top of North Delta, 35-6. Watson Cook, Brady Smith, and Kurt Owen, our statistician, with you from Legion Field. And a stop and play. The Colonel center, Seth Travis, is coming off the field very gingerly. Certainly hope he will be okay. Jack Dodd is going to take over the duties at center for the Colonels. 2nd and 1 from their own 42. Davis takes the snap, handoff to Harris. Wasn't a clean handoff. Harris able to come away with it, and he's got running room in Green Wave territory to the 20. Harris to the 10, to the 5, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Colonels. 58-yard run for Sebastian Harris, his second touchdown of the night, and the Colonels open the third quarter in fine fashion.
Yeah, they really did there. You're exactly right, Watson. It was not a clean handoff there. Sebastian Harris just able to show that athleticism and speed that he definitely possesses. He is coming out here with authority, starting this second half off and showing that he's still ready to play and put some numbers and stats up there for the Colonels.
So Seth Travis getting some attention on the sideline. Certainly hope the senior will be okay. Colonel touchdown brought to you by our friends at Sooky's Restaurant and Catering. Will Lang is on for the extra point. Van Cleve to snap, heel to hole. Lang's kick is up and good. 42-6. Colonels on top of North Delta with a running clock here in the third quarter. 8:45 to go. 2 plays, 67 yards on the scoring drive for Indianola Academy. Sebastian Harris with a 58-yard touchdown run, his second of the night. And the Colonels continue to dominate here at Legion Field.
Are we going to have a running advertisement as well, too? Yeah, I didn't like that Seth is out there and limping on the sideline here. But at the same time, you're exactly right. Jack Dodd came in there and missed it without a beat there and got a good snap back to Davis. Wasn't a good exchange from the quarterback to the running back, but Sebastian Harris making the most of it, and I'm glad that was him running that ball that far and not me. I think I would be gasping for some air right now.
So Lang set to kick it away. Joyner and Williamson will go back to return for North Delta. Seth Travis is up and walking, trying to put some weight on what appears to be a right leg injury. Trying to bend the knee out there on the bench, or straighten the knee out, I should say.
You hate to see that there, definitely being a senior there, and he was the leader of our offensive line.
Lang's kickoff is a high end-over-end kick. Going to take Joyner back to the 1. He'll return it to the 10, to the 15. Tries to bounce it to the outside. And going to be brought down by Shade Smith. Nice job getting downfield by the senior Smith to bring down Joyner. It'll be 1st and 10, Green Wave. They'll have it near their own 20.
These officials even are letting the players play here a little bit tonight. Number 3 that caught that ball there, Joyner, fell back into the end zone. His momentum was going back, and one official was like, let him go, and the other one was wanting to call the touchback there. And these guys know that these players come out week after week and practice hard, and, hey, it's time to just let them go and have a little fun here and make some plays.
1st and 10, Green Wave from their own 20. Clock continues to run here in the third quarter, 6:40 to go. Colonel's on top, 42-6. Kidder will hand off to Manus, and he is brought down. No gain on the play. Bailey Bills coming up to make the stop. Also Tyler Horner in there.
You know, Watson, we were talking before the game here where it was a lot of names for North Delta that we had never heard before. Lige, L-I-G-E. That is an interesting first name there. And then John Haga, H-A-G-A. Some interesting names here that you normally don't run across. Brunson, that's another one as well. And Manus, M-A-N-U-S. Some different names here that we don't normally run across.
Option for Kidder. He's in trouble running around in the backfield. Going to be brought down by Sherman Timms. Can't get away from the tank. He's going to lose 5 back to the 15.
The Shamanetta.
Very good. I like that.
Yeah. The tank really coming up and just wrestling around, throwing Kidder around like a rag doll there. Wow. That time just slammed him to the body, to the ground, but with authority there. Sherman getting after it just when he's getting called upon here, just getting in that backfield and creating some havoc for North Delta.
3rd and 15 for the Green Wave. Kidder looking to pass, rolls to his right. Now steps up, fires downfield through the hands of intended receiver Christopher Williamson. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 15, and the Green Wave will have to punt it away as the clock continues to run here in the third quarter with 5 minutes to go.
Gray Odom coming up making a nice hit there after the catch, or almost catch there, just really giving a pop there with authority. Just doing some good coverage there in the defensive secondary for the Colonels, and definitely a great addition to Indianola Academy secondary.
Colonels will not send anyone back deep to return. Kidder with the quick kick again will hit at the Colonel 45 and take another big North Delta roll inside the Colonel 30 to the 27. Is where IA will have it 1st and 10 as they lead the Green Wave 42-6, 4:28 to play in the third quarter.
53, Stuart Nichols, and 51 for North Delta, Braxton Bailey, getting in a little tussle going down the field there. Couldn't tell what was occurring, but 51's Braxton Bailey came off the field without a helmet there, and so anyway, these, I guess, little emotions are getting the best of some of these guys here as the game's kind of gone a little out of hand.
Going to see the subs back in there on this drive for Indianola Academy. Up front on the offensive line, you'll have Kate Policini, Alex Tannehill, Logan White. Let's see, who else? Schufer Phillips going to run in there late coming onto the field.
Speaking of subs and Nichols, I believe Will Nichols might even make a cameo in this game later on tonight. And this way, this offense is being played here tonight. Indianola Academy showing that juggernaut offense that they possess.
Josh Hill back in at quarterback. Dede Willis in the backfield. Willis will take the handoff. Ball comes loose, and the Green Wave have recovered They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 20. Daniel Sepulveda and Jim Holland were also in on that play at wideout, along with Charlie Holland. Just trying to get all the names there for you. So the Willis fumble gives the Green Wave 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 20.
59, Tanny Hill, 50, Kate Policini, number 8. Jackson Cowart, 18. Jim Holland back out there again, 28, Wesley Lester. Number 4, Randy Kimball coming in on the defensive side of the ball. Also looks like a 55, that's 57.
Yeah, Logan White.
Logan White out there. You're exactly right. Got a new fresh crop of Colonel faces out there on that defensive side of the ball.
1st and 10, Green Wave after the turnover. They have it at the Cardinal 20. And the official's going to stop play and tell the clock operator to keep that thing running. 2:30 to go in the third quarter, 42-6. Cardinals in control here over North Delta.
I like this officiating crew.
Kidder works out of the gun on 1st and 10. He'll have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And looks to pass on 1st down. Time in the pocket, now flushed out to his left. Going to tuck it and run. Charlie Holland giving chase, and Kidder finally going to be taken out of bounds by Wesley Lester at the 20. No gain on the play will bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, Holland coming up out of his defensive back position there. Almost took the wrong angle at the last second, was able to recover there and make a nice stop there and not allowing Kidder to go upfield any there.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Green Wave. This second half going to go by quickly. We're down to 1:40 to go in the third quarter.
Concession sales will be down in the second half. They were pumping last night, I know that.
Yeah, I couldn't make it to the junior high game last night. Somebody said it was a game that took forever. Apparently Canton threw the ball about every other down.
Yeah.
As Kidder fires a pass here, incomplete. Trying to hit Luke Daniels. Couldn't haul it in. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 10.
I want to say I left here at 8:55. It was a long junior high game there, and you got to realize when you get here at about 5:15 for your first Pee Wee game, and then you got the B game, and then the junior high game. It just seems like it's a long night of football that will never end.
3rd and 10 for the Green Wave from the Colonel 20. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kidder checks to the sideline. Trips to the wide side. Time in the pocket, looking to pass. Now going to be flushed out of there. Cade Policini giving chase. Kidder lost it towards the end zone. Got a man, and it is incomplete. Well, I thought the Green Wave came down with it.
Yeah.
Kidder had a receiver, Brady. I don't know if you saw it back corner of the end zone. I thought that's who he was going for. And a receiver going across the goal line actually jumped up, tried to catch it. May have prevented a North Delta touchdown.
I thought the same thing as well there, Watson. You know, I was really, and I got to give them credit where it's due there, Indianola's junior high last night. The first couple of weeks they have been manhandled. They have played some pretty strong 4A opponents there, and last night playing a Canton Academy team that's in the AAA division there and really played real well there, did a good job of making some plays there. You know, kind of was a little nervous there at first with the junior high, wondering what kind of talent we have upcoming. And Indianola looked real strong and impressive there on the offense and defensive side of the ball last night.
Third quarter comes to an end, 42-6. Indianola Academy on top of North Delta. We'll take a break and be back with Colonel Football and Super Talk for the Delta.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter set to get underway. 4th and 10 for the Green Wave from the I-20 Indianola Academy on top of North Delta, 42-6 here from Legion Field. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you on a night where the Colonels just simply dominated from start to what here shortly will be the finish.
I don't know if you looked at us and go, you stood up the whole third quarter. I sat down the entire third quarter.
So are you saying that needs to be a trend with
I don't know.
It took about 5 minutes.
It did. It really was quick.
Kidder will work out of the gun on 4th and 10, looking to pass. Play is stopped. There is a flag down. We've got a false start on the Green Wave. That'll back them up to the 25. 4th and 15 coming up.
Well, it just has not been North Delta's night here. They've put themselves in some tough situations throughout the night. Indianola Academy has definitely stepped in with the answers and really enjoying themselves out there tonight on the ball and playing some good ball.
4th and 15 for the Green Wave. They'll go for it from the Colonel 25. IA on top, 42-6. Going to move to 6-0 on the year as Kidder looks to pass on 4th and long, goes toward the end zone, got a man in there, and it is caught. Touchdown, Green Wave. Tyler Holland hauls in the pass from Kidder. Dede Willis had the coverage. Boy, Kidder put that ball on the money where only his receiver Holland could get it. And the Green Wave back on the board. Kidder to Holland from 25 yards out.
Well, Kidder just got comfortable in his pocket back there, and line gave him plenty of time to throw the ball there and find his receiver, and just did a good job of a nice pass and catch there.
Hudson Parnell on for the extra point, and the kick is up and good. 42-13. I believe they gave the points to the Colonels. Now they're going to take them off. Yeah, 42-13 your score with 9:15 to play. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Accidents do happen, and insurance companies do pay to make it right. But insurance companies don't get to tell you where to take your vehicle for repairs. It's your ride, your call. Make it count. Call Indianola Collision when you want it done right. Stop by 1437 Highway 82 East and let them look it over. Call 887-2000 right away. Call Indianola Collision at 887-2000. Nobody does a better job of making it right. Let the insurance company pay the claim, but you make the call. Indianola Collision.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola help you simplify and get to a better state, because with Andy Daniels handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Welcome back. Kidder with the short kickoff. Charlie Holland going to call for the fair catch and haul it in at the Colonel 41. That's where IA will have it. 1st and 10, 8 minutes to play here in the ballgame. Clock continues to run, and the Colonel's on top of the North Delta Green Wave, 42-13, as Will Kidder just hit Tyler Holland from 25 yards out to get the Green Wave back on the board. And the Colonels will have it 1st and 10 from their own 41 as they work right to left here in the fourth quarter. Josh Hill will be in at quarterback. So you've got, trying to get some of these names we maybe haven't mentioned yet. Eli Lipsy is in there along with Clint Jones at wideout. And Holland going to run, or beg your pardon, Hill going to run the option left side to Dede Willis. He'll pick up one.
Correct me if I'm 42. Is Hill 2 for 2 on passing tonight, I believe?
Just 1 for 1.
Oh, okay, 1 for 1. Well, hey, batting 1,000, man.
But that one for 83 yards.
So I feel like, yeah. I thought he had connected on another long pass, too. I couldn't remember. A good night for Hill, though.
2nd and 9 coming up for the Colonels from their own 42. Clock continues to run, under 7 minutes to play. Brady, we may get out of here before some of the other games around the state get to halftime here tonight. Willis runs it left side, gets to the 48 before he's taken out of bounds. 6-yard pickup for Dede Willis.
Well, we're going to get to listen to some of our counterparts out there on the radio tonight on our drive home. That's going to be fun there. You know, Davis might look in the stat book tomorrow and actually be outpassed in yardage-wise. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know if you've gone back and looked at it yet, but that's kind of crazy there. And Davis had an awesome night, but however, you know, you got to look at that one long pass there, and just a beautiful executed pass there, just going back on, and Bolden doing a great job of watching that ball in and catching that thing there and making a nice run.
And Mark Willis out at the 47. Now pass complete to Charlie Holland on third down. Good enough for a Greenville Motorsports first down. Josh Hill to Charlie Holland gets into Green Wave territory, taken out at the 46.
Well, Watson, he did a good job running the nice route. He knew it had to be a 7-yard out. He knew he had to get 7 yards. Holland ran it perfectly to a T there. Just a great job settling in those flats out there and just getting a good job of watching the ball in there and keeping his feet in bounds at the last second there.
1st and 10 from the Green Wave 46. Hill will run the option right side, pitch it to Willis. And is going to be spun down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Willis to bring up 2nd and 10.
Wasn't sure really if his knees went down there, but I guess Willis was done with running, so he threw the ball back to the official there after everybody quit hitting on it.
5 minutes to go here in the game. IA 42, North Delta 13. Colonels have had this one wrapped up since about the 8-minute mark of the first quarter, seems like.
Second play of the game.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It was a good game. We knew we had plenty of ball game left to play there.
2nd and 10. Hill looking to pass. Swings it left side. Complete to Clint Jones at the line of scrimmage. And Jones works up, or downfield rather, for 1 yard to the 45. We'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Josh Hill spreading the love there, finding some more receivers there. And Jones doing another good job of kind of a wide receiver screen out there where he had this slot back out there blocking for him ahead, and Jones able to get ahead for about 1.5 yards, 2 yards there. Nice catch and pitch there by the quarterback to the receiver.
3rd and 9 coming up from the Green Wave 45. Ball is on the near hash. Hill works side of the gun with Willis in the backfield. He'll pitch to Willis, and play is stopped. False start against the Colonels. It'll back them up 5 yards.
I was wondering what occurred there that time. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, some of the players stopped, some did not.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some of them weren't used to a stoppage in play there, I guess, was the deal.
3rd and 14 after the penalty. Ball is at midfield.
It has not been much of a stoppage tonight for the offense.
Hill works out of the gun, throws it right side, looking for Daniel Sepulveda. It is incomplete. We'll bring up 4th and 14.
Hill really looking comfortable back there in that pocket. Definitely like to have that second option there at that quarterback. The Colonels are possessing that this year in Indianola Academy. Very deep this year, and that's what you like to see and can definitely appreciate as a fan of Colonel sports.
And the Colonel's just going to keep the offense on the field here. 4th and 14 from midfield. Clock runs with 2:40 to play. Hill will work from the shotgun with Willis in the backfield. Looking to pass, throws over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Was looking for Jim Holland. Believe it was Carter G. who got a hand on it for the Green Wave. Colonels will turn it over on downs. North Delta will have it 1st and 10 from midfield. Two minutes to go here from Legion Field. Colonels will win their 27th straight here at home.
Wow, that's nice. Definitely hope we can keep that stat, tradition, whatever you want to call it, going for a long time to come. I tell you, the cheerleading staff, they really like that, I don't know the song, the Jump On It song, the old Tonto Jump On It. They really get involved in that. That song is back probably most of them's parents were in high school era there, and that's a long time ago. still a popular song that they really like and enjoy.
Everybody likes to try to imitate the Carlton dance.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Uh-huh.
New quarterback for the Green Wave is number 6, Luke Noah, and he calls his own number on 1st and 10, has a first down pickup for the Green Wave to the Colonel 38, 12-yard pickup.
Eli Lips with a nice solo tackle out there in open space there. Just got a job. It just caught a ride there on number 6 there, Luke Noah for North Delta.
Under a minute to play now, 57 seconds and running.
He's going to be charging bus fare there in a minute.
Quarterback Noah will work out of the gun for the Green Wave and hand it off to Joyner. Looks for running room around the right side. Makes a cut at the 25. Going to be brought down from behind by Jackson Coward at the 21. Good enough for another Green Wave first down, 17-yard pickup.
Another nice open field tackle there by Jackson Coward. Just doing a good job of getting to the ball and making a nice touchdown-saving tackle there out in open field. Uh-oh, Bill is queuing up the journey. I think he's saying the big lady sung.
Noah will hand it off to Joyner, and Kate Polifini comes up to make a stop in the backfield back at the 27-yard line. Where Polifini shot through there. That's
he really did. Nice
that
play to finish the game there.
Absolutely. That will bring this one to an end as the Colonels win it 42-13 over North Delta. IA improves to 6-0 overall, 3-0 in District 1 AAA play.
Well, just a good game there for Indianola Academy. Not getting the sleeper there and not, letting this game not looking past this game, I guess you would say there, and just able to stay focused here and really come out and make some nice plays here tonight and let a lot of people play. Everybody got a lot of playing time tonight. You really don't expect that out of this North Delta Indianola Academy rivalry. However, Indianola Academy's players just, like I said, came out and played well from the second play of the game. First play of the game, we stuffed them for a 2-yard loss, and after that, the pick six, or 6-yard loss, I'm sorry,
yes.
And then the pick six the next play. And Indianola Academy just doing a great job right now, getting better week after week and making some plays, making some things happen there, and that's what you want to do as you get closer and closer to that.